just the proof is just the response we've got from people who are willing to do just that. I just think the world is definitely ready for that message, obviously, or else we wouldn't have gotten this huge response of people just blowing up with this. So.
Yeah, but I think it's ultimately, we want, this film is not there to tell you what to do. We want people to watch this with an open mind, open heart, and make up their own mind. And any small steps that people start making in that direction to, lessen their impact on the seas is something that we strongly encourage and we love. So
but people can use their skills in any way to help the ocean. We still support ocean cleanups and just education, getting this message out through your channels, or just there's a million ways, different things you can do.
That's brilliant. I mean, if you haven't seen Seaspiracy already, anyone that's watching our Vikcast, go out and watch it. It's an hour and a half long. It's on Netflix. Most of you have Netflix, and if you haven't, then go to a friend's house, because it's an hour and a half well spent, and it's educational and it's eye-opening. I want to ask you one thing, actually. We just talked to Captain Peter Hamstead on Sea Shepherd, and he called me out. He gave me the invitation to come and join him and the Gabonese Marines in Africa on patrol, and I took him up on it. Don't know what I'm letting myself in for, but I know that you've joined Captain Peter Hamstead already. What can I expect when I get on the Bob Barker and I'm helping him patrol and protect the oceans against these illegal fishermen?
Well, first of all, you're in for an adventure. It's a really amazing experience, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna see a lot of destruction, but you're also gonna see the power of people when they come together and unite behind something, the good that they can do. The food on board is great. I'll just let you know that. They've got a great kitchen.
Hopefully they stop off somewhere and you can have a swim in the abyss as well.
Yeah. But I think you're going to have an incredible experience, and you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to see a lot. And it'll give you lots of stories to tell your kids and grandkids going forward, I think.
Great. I can't wait. I'm excited. And it's about time. I said to him, he wrote me this really lovely message in a book he sent me, and he said that we both love the ocean, but sometimes you have to get up and fight for what you love. And, I do a lot of talking about it. Now it's about time I went and fought for what I love.
Amazing. Yeah.
Nice.
If we all had that attitude, it'd be an incredible world. Awesome.
If you were standing at the gates of Valhalla and your life's work is what you're going to be judged on, what is the most Viking thing you have ever done that is going to allow you to enter the gates?
What is the most Viking thing?
God.
I think, I was going to say the Faroe Islands, going there, filming the Faroe Islands. What do you think?
That's what I was thinking, so you kind of stole me into
I think, to me, Vikings represent survival, adventure, and, putting your family first, your community first. And I think, I want to say something really romantic. Having our son was pretty badass in Viking-ish during a time of doing this film, which, I'm 27, and I realized that in another 27 years, it's going to be the year 2048, which is the rough year that some scientists have said that we could see virtually empty oceans. And so with the launch of this film and the birth of our son last year, it was like a coming together of these things, trying to do something for the family, the community, but also for the survival of this planet going forward, for our family. I think there's a lot of things that came together there during this time. So making this film, having our child last year, I think is pretty cool.
Beautiful.
Get into Valhalla. You can come in.
I can't top that, to be honest, though.
This is Vikcast. It's a Viking thing.
Whoa.
Wow. Different, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's great, isn't it? I mean, it's a little bit different than some of the guests we've had on before, but, it's great to kind of shoot the shit with cast members and fans, but sometimes it's just nice to take a breath and be informed and educated about something. And I definitely feel that talking to those guys, I've learned so much this morning.
Oh my gosh. And it ties in perfectly, because I know, even when I very first met you on set, one of the first things you dived into, excuse the pun, but you immediately start talking about all of your work with ocean preservation and conservation. And I know that you're so passionate about it. So it's really cool when you told me that you were going to get these guys on. I had just watched the Netflix documentary they did, and I was like, what? We're going to talk to the people, like the real people. So I was actually a little nervous for that one. It was cool.
And it's great. If anyone hasn't seen Seaspiracy, it's often trending on Netflix. It's a must watch. And even listening to Ali talk about it today, you can learn so much more from actually watching the documentary he worked so hard creating for us all.
These people are so knowledgeable and they're so brave, and here they are, put their life on the line. And but I thought they were really generous with me being blunt, especially about asking, like, I'm not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian, and they were super open and non-judgmental, I thought.
Yep. And talking about being starstruck, we're going to try and get on Peter Hammerstead from Sea Shepherd on a future podcast. He's one of my heroes, and I see him all the time, but just the adventures and how he puts himself on the line like a true Viking always astounds me. But I'm looking forward to kind of sharing Peter's stories with you, Amy, and everyone when we can get him on. So that was this week on Vikcast. We had Seaspiracy. That was our Viking thing. Next week, we go back to format where you get to hang out in Vikcast with a Viking queen. Auslag herself. Alyssa Sutherland will be on Vikcast.
So we're really trying to mix it up for you guys. And again, if you have any suggestions or thoughts about people you'd like to hear us interview, please send us a DM to our Instagram page, which is @VikcastOfficial. We will read them and we will take your suggestions because we really want to get involved and hear what you have to say.
And don't forget to log into www.vikcast.com for all Vikcast Viking thing information.
And we will see you next time for episode 4 of Vikcast. We love you guys. It's a Viking thing.
This is Vikcast. It's a Viking thing. With Clive Standen and Amy Bailey. Follow the Vikings on Vikcast Official.